Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Hot Seat, this new thriller from director James Cullen Bressack, starring Kevin Dillon as an ex-hacker who's forced by having a bomb strapped to the bottom of his chair to hack in to a high-level banking institution by a mysterious person who is blackmailing him into doing this. Obviously has something out to get this man, and while you have Mel Gibson, who plays a bomb, like an old school bomb detection agent who is on the case and trying to figure out what's going on after a bombing kills somebody in this whole situation. Throw in Shannen Doherty, who plays the chief who's overseeing this whole entire fiasco, and what you have here is a very uneven thriller. So, first off, anytime there's explosions and visual effects, it looks atrocious. Like, this is so low budget, it looks terrible, it takes you completely out of the movie. And, like, good for Mel Gibson, because, like, there's a bomb that goes off at one point in the building he's in. He's like, ah! And, like, trying to sell, like, this bomb going off. He does, because it's Mel Gibson, but, like, it looks kind of cheesy. From an acting standpoint, there's a wide range here. Because, like, Kevin Dillon as Orlando, the main character, I think he's okay. I think that there could have been a different actor out there that would have brought a lot more to this character. But, you know, he's there, he does his job. It's really hard, too, because, like, the other person that the film keeps jumping back and forth to is Mel Gibson, who has plenty of charisma. And, you know, in a vacuum, as an actor performing in this movie, he has a lot of charisma. He is magnetic on screen, and even though the vast majority of the dialogue in this movie is clunky and atrocious, he at least is able to make a lot of it work, whereas Kevin Dillon I don't think always does. And also, like, the villain with the modulated voice is saying some of the dumbest lines that, like, this evil kind of, like, kidnapper person, bomber person could possibly say, and you're just like, it's ridiculous. And who this person is becomes very obvious very quickly at a certain point in the film, and you're just like, okay. And, you know, they have motivations, and the motivations make sense. But, like, you have Orlando's character, whose wife had just handed him divorce papers that morning. He's missing his daughter's birthday for this. And then all of a sudden, like, oh my god, I love him so much. And it's just like, forget about all the things that he's done as, like, a deadbeat dad and never being there and stuff like that. And you're just like, well, now that in life and death situation, life or death situation, I'm going to love him. I don't want to divorce him anymore. And, like, you know, you have that quickly glossed over. And I think the film does a fine job of building tension and some intrigue. It does lift a lot from other thrillers and action movies. Like, there's definitely elements that this lifts right off from Speed and some of the Saw movies, specifically in terms of, like, twists and identities and stuff like that. But, like, in general, I think this is an underwhelming but kind of watchable thriller that I think if you really like thrillers, and I think you could get enough out of this, but I just don't think there's enough quality substance here to make this a worthwhile film for me to, like, straight recommend. I think Gibson does a lot, but in general, I think this film is a little forgettable. But those are my thoughts on Hot Seat. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.